What's up guys, I'm Chirag and welcome to this video tutorial. In the previous tutorial, I have taken you through on how to mount EFS on an EC2 instance, and I have posted the link of that tutorial within video description. So now in this tutorial, I will take you through on how to install Python packages on the EFS file system and import or use it within Lambda function. So from the last tutorial, we have already seen how we can mount the EFS file system on an EC2 instance, and we already have mounted that. So as you can see on my screen, we have that access to the directory, that is access, correct? Let me clear this. So now as a next step, we are going to install Python 3.8. So I will say sudo apt-get install Python 3.8. Yes. Now once the Python 3.8 is installed, I will say sudo apt-get install python 3-pip. Yes. Now the pip3 or the Python package manager is successfully installed. So let me clear this. Now if I say python 3-v, that is version, so by default it's 3.6.9, and now we have to update it to Python 3.8. So we will say sudo update alternatives --install /user bin python 3 followed by python 3 and the installation path, that is /user bin python 3.6 and the priority, that is 1. Say enter. Now same we will do for Python 3.8 instead of Python 3.6, and we will say priority as 2. Say enter. Let me clear this, and finally we will say sudo update alternatives config python 3. Now here we will select the second option, that is Python 3.8. Say enter. Let me clear this. Now if I say python 3-v, that is version, and it says Python 3.8.0, correct? Now the very first package that we are going to install is NumPy. So let's go ahead and install that. So I will say pip3 install --target where I want to install. So let me do ls first. So I want to install those packages within this access directory, which is residing on the Elastic file system. So I will say pip3 install --upgrade --target, which is followed by the directory path. So in my case it's access, followed by the name of the package that we want to install. So it's NumPy, and we will say enter. So now it's downloading and it threw some error. Let's say --system. So now the package is installed successfully within that directory. Let's wait. So now the package is installed successfully. So let me do ls cd access, and if I do ls, then we will have the files of that package within this directory, right? Now let's go back to Lambda function that we have configured in the very first instance of this tutorial. So here I will say import system, that is sys. Now here we are going to do sys.path.append, and we will say /mnt/access. So basically here we are saying that look for the packages within this path also, right? So we are just adding the path so that Python can look for the certain packages that we are importing within this path, right? And once you do that, we will say import NumPy as np, and here we will comment this, and we will simply say print np dot zeros, and the size I will say 3, and let's save this. Now let's try to execute this lambda function. I will say test. As you can see, the lambda function is invoked successfully. So let's see the details. So now as you can see, we have the outcome, that is NumPy array with length of 3, right? So here we are. Now we had installed successfully NumPy package on the Elastic file system, and we are importing that package within the lambda function, and we are performing certain operation, right? Now let's try with the pandas. So the command will be the same, that is pip3 install -- upgrade -- target and the directory path followed by the package that we want to install, but instead of NumPy we will say pandas. So now the pandas is installed successfully. Now we can go ahead and say import pandas as pd, and here we will create a data frame, a dummy data frame we will say. So let me add a string over here saying NumPy array, and then we will define a data frame saying df equal to pd dot data frame. We will add some random columns over here. I will say column A with the values 1, 2, 3, followed by column B with the values, that is 4, 5, 6, and finally we will say print df dot head, and we will save this. Now let's try to invoke this lambda function again. We will say test. Now again the lambda function is invoked successfully with status code 200, and if we look at the outcome, then we have the NumPy array as well as the data frame that we have just created. So well, the pandas is also working, but I also want to try it with one more package, maybe a larger one, let's say TensorFlow. So the command remains as it is, just instead of pandas we will say TensorFlow, but I think you need to update the pip3, but let's see. TensorFlow enter. Yeah, we need to update pip3, so I will say pip3 install -- upgrade pip. Now we can rerun that command again. Enter. So here we have some warning, that is pip is being invoked by an old script wrapper. This will fail in the future version. Okay, let's move on. So here it says we have no such option in the upgraded pip, that is -- system, so we don't need that. So if we had updated pip3 earlier, then we might not require -- system as a parameter, right? So make sure if you have updated pip3 version, then you don't need to pass -- system. So now we will say enter. Now TensorFlow is being downloaded. Make sure when you install such packages, you are not getting this warning regarding pip. But I will just move on with this because I just wanted to show you that how we can install these packages and import it within lambda function, right? So make sure you are not getting this warning, fix that before you install. So now as you can see, the TensorFlow package is installed successfully. So now let's go ahead and try to import that. So the reason I am trying out with the TensorFlow package because it is around 500 to 600 MB, and I want to show you that whether we can import that large package from the EFS or not. So let's say import TensorFlow as TF, and here we will say print tf dot zeros followed by 1,20, or maybe we will say something like this, tensor equal to, and we will say print tensor colon comma followed by tensor, and let's save this and test it. So it says task timeout after 3 seconds. So obviously we need to increase the timeout of the lambda function. So navigate to basic settings, say edit, increase the memory as well as the timeout. I will certainly say 2 minutes and save this. Let's test it again. So as you can see, the lambda function is invoked successfully, but I did see some latency over here. So here we have the NumPy array, the data frame, and here is our tensor. So we have some messages or warning from TensorFlow, right? So let's try to re-invoke it again. So the first time it took some time, but the second time it was pretty fast. So let's do it again. It's even faster. So earlier it took 8 point something milliseconds. Right now it took 6.54 milliseconds. So well, this is how you can install large packages within Elastic File System, and you can leverage the power of that within your lambda function, right? In case if you are exceeding the storage limit of the lambda layers, then EFS is something you can go with. So guys, let me know your thoughts whether or not you will go with Elastic File System with such large packages like TensorFlow. As I showed, it's of around 600 MB, right? So well, that's all I wanted to cover in this tutorial, and till that time, if you want me to do tutorial on any use case or service, then please leave them below and I will try my best to come up with the tutorial as soon as possible. And if you have any queries or comments, then again please leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.